set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So this defense, Mike, they get an early chance here to make a statement on this opening drive. Nice job by the offense, continuing to keep the ball on the ground. Continue to let that opening script unfold. We'll see now if the defense is able to make an adjustment.
Play action here. Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing on second down. Goff under pressure, and he'll go down. They go. Mike Dana gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Third down and 9. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. the shotgun. It's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. First down, KC.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one, taken in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, KC.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
2nd and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
From the gun, it's gone. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Goff to throw. That's good. It's Isaac to Slav. The Lions calls their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the goal line and in. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Lions 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nico Romeo to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Juju. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. That's caught outline on the RPO. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Goff. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup.
And he's in! Hollywood Brown! Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First down, Lions.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. from the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Throwing here is Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Goff to throw on first down. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Well, give to Gibbs, running right. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
To throw is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
A second down throw for Goff. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing, and finally try to get him out of this groove.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a first down. He'll work his way up past the 15.
It's a gain of 2.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
1st and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
At the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the